This season of Survival Minecraft, my plan is to build an epic Viking settlement. And so far, the only thing I've built is this starter house. So today, the plan is to build watchtowers that will overlook this settlement from each side of the base. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Survival Minecraft. It's been a little while, and I hope you noticed the new graphic that we have. I made that recently to really make our survival series look more professional, and I hope you like the way it looks. I'm pretty proud of it. Before the building begins, I want to show you some of the things that have been added to the world since. And we're going to start here with this big explosion that's right on the other side of our base. And this is where my brother is going to build a quarry. He has also finished the other railing on this bridge, so it looks really awesome and will lead you right to his newest build, which is this castle. So, over on our neck of the woods, I added a couple of minor things. As you can see, first off, we have this incinerator sign here. I also went ahead and made some automatic farms in the basement. These farms consisted of sugarcane and lava, as well as access to the incinerator. So that's enough of the new things. I don't think there's anything else that's changed, at least nothing major. So in today's episode, I have a plan of what I'd like to attack. I want to work on building out our property and make it more of a cohesive settlement, because after all, that is the theme that we are going with for this season. Here's a picture up on screen now of kind of an idea of what I have for the entire settlement, and any square marked with the letter W is for a watchtower. So for this build, I needed three things. I needed spruce wood, I needed cobbled deep slate, and I needed dark oak wood. I then built the first watchtower and realized two things. Number one, I didn't like the build itself as it was too small and didn't really stand out. And number two, I was massively short on resources. So I hopped into a live stream and got as much cobbled deep slate, dark oak, and spruce wood as I possibly could in 2 hours. So let's get an overview of what I've built so far, because it's not going to stay. Now, this right here, as you can see, is the first watchtower that I made, and I don't like it. It's a decent build, but it's just a little bit small, and I want to retain the same idea and concept. I just want to expand it and make it a little bit bigger. I already have the build planned out for our watchtowers. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take down this watchtower to its deep slate base. Okay, so we are pretty much destroyed. All right, so the next thing on the agenda is to increase the overall height of the build. So I believe we need to go up about 5 blocks. Okay, now we have raised it up to the elevation that it will be at for the foreseeable future, and I actually really like it. Now that we raised up the tower, it was time to build the platform and finish the build by adding the roof. Fly out, let's take another look around, and you can kind of see it. It blends in a little bit with the trees in the background, but it'll stick out especially at nighttime. This is what we're working with. Now you can see the vision I had with making it taller and how much better that has turned out. It looks a world's difference. This design, however, has one fatal flaw, and that flaw is the fact that you can't actually get in it. Gonna have to figure that one out. I may make a little makeshift door on the backside of each one to get into, and then just a ladder going up the center. But for now, this is what we got, and I think it looks really, really, really good. I'm excited to see nighttime as it rolls around. Now that we built the first tower, it was time to pack up and move to our next location. All right, it is nighttime officially, and we are at the next location for the next watchtower. But first, I wanted to take a look at that one in the distance, and man, does it look good. That actually sticks out perfectly. I know you can only really see the roof for now, but some of these trees are going to come down eventually, and you'll get a nice clear view of the watchtower. Now that we have the next location cleared out, it was time to begin building the second watchtower. This is pretty much exactly what I had in mind. I wanted a watchtower perched up on this corner here just to add a little bit of world building, and you get to see the watchtower as you're walking through, and it does feel like you see it in your peripheral as you're walking through, and it gives you that feeling like somebody's actually watching you, even if there's nobody there, and I like that, and that's exactly what I wanted with this build. So it was now time to take flight and find the next location for our final watchtower. This looks like a fine and dandy place, and I love it because you can see the other watchtowers. We're totally building it here. So let's get to clearing out some trees for this build, and then we will get on with the final watchtower. Alright, it looks like we cleared out a good bit of land here, and we also chopped down some trees, and I know I probably took a little bit more than I needed, but I still want a clear view of these towers, and if you can tell, if you look in the distance there, you can easily see the watchtower just across the way, and then, just in the distance, you can also get a peek at the other one, which I think is epic. Well, it seems as if I can't get this rain to go away because it's not technically a thunderstorm, so we're gonna get working on the base yet again. We'll fly out in front of the lake again, or over the lake rather. Let's turn around, 3, 2, 1. I couldn't even see it for a second. It blends in very nicely. I like again that it's slightly different elevation than the other watchtowers, but you can see all three of them, which is nice. I like a lot how you can really see when there's no trees behind them, so I might clear out some of the trees behind each one of them so you can really see them. Because that's where they stand out, is when they don't have any trees. I think this looks great, and I think it'll look even better at nighttime when you can see it, so I'm going to jump to a point where it's a little dark out and we can see all of our creations at once. It's looking like the sun is beginning to set, and now we have a good vantage point of all three of the watchtowers that we have built. It looks epic. Let's go fly by all three of them and really get a look in the night with all of them lit up. These two are probably, I honestly really nailed the entire vision I had for this. All of them really just standing out from one another on different elevation levels. As of right now, we don't have a ton of builds that really showcase it being our area, but I think this is an awesome start because you now can see all of the watchtowers, this one standing most proud amongst them all. I think it just, I'm struggling for words because I really I never, on my first attempt, really nail the vision I'm going for, and this is a case of me doing just that. So if anything, that dictates the awesome things that are yet to come in this season. I have a ton of ideas for the rest of the builds that are going to be going on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for this episode of Survival Minecraft. It was probably a quicker episode and probably a little bit weird paced and edited, but I promise better videos are yet to come. I have a lot of ideas, and this area is turning out to be an awesome start. So the next episode, I think what I want to do is work on upgrading all of my tools to netherite and getting all the enchantments on them and naming them some awesome names. And then we'll probably get back to some building. So without further ado, I want to thank everybody for the support on my channel really quick. My last video did awesome. I had over 700 views, which is a personal record for me in terms of total views on a long form video. So I want to say thank you for that, and I really appreciate any of the support that you guys have given, whether it's through a like or a comment or even just a view. It really drives home that this is what I am meant to do. So I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. We're only at almost 300 subscribers, which is pretty cool, and we're only going to continue to grow. So for the last time, without further ado, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed and you want to see more content like this, check out the rest of the videos on my channel, and I will talk to you guys in the next episode. Peace out.